All right, 7th graders, this is to help you with question 2 on CR16. It says find the value of x. That's an equation that we're going to solve. -4 times, within parentheses, -3x plus 7. And we're setting that equal to a -64. All right, the first step is to multiply -4 through the parentheses. And there's more than one way to go about this, but that's how I would start it. I would take my -4 outside my set of parentheses, and I would multiply that through my set of parentheses. -4 times -3, negative times a negative is a positive, so that would be positive 12x. Then here, -4 times positive 7, negative times a positive is a negative. 4 times 7 is 28. And that still is equal to a -64. Step 2. Once I multiply that -4 through the parentheses, that clears the parentheses. Step 2, I'm going to move all of my constants, my numbers without x's attached, over to the right-hand side of the equal sign. So I'm going to move all constants to the right-hand side of the equal sign. So I look here and I say, okay, I need to move this -28 over here. How do I undo this subtraction? I undo subtraction with addition. So I'm going to add 28 to the left side of my equal sign. If I'm going to add 28 to the left side of my equal sign, I must also add 28 to the right side of my equal sign. -28 plus 28, those zero out. That was the whole point. On the left side, I'm left 12x equals -64 plus 28. Signs are different. I'll find the difference. Here's my little scrap off to the side, and then I'll keep what I have more of. So I have to do 64 minus 28. Signs were different. I have to find the difference. So I'm going to subtract. Borrow from 6. 6 becomes a 5. This is a 14. 14 minus 8 is 6. 5 minus 2 is 3. So I have more negatives because I had 64 negatives, only 28 positives. So -36 is what I get here on the right-hand side. The last step is to get the coefficient of x to be a 1. And so we look here and we say, okay, what's the operation between the 12 and the x? Oh, the operation right now between the 12 and the x is multiplication. How do I undo multiplication? I undo multiplication with division. So to get x all by itself with a coefficient of 1, I have to undo this multiplication. So I have to divide by 12. 12 divided by 12 will get me that fancy form of 1. 1x I can write as just x. If I'm dividing the left-hand side of my equal sign by 12, I have to divide the right-hand side of my equal sign by 12. 36 divided by 12 is 3. A negative divided by a positive is a negative. All right, x is a -3. And I could substitute back in and show a check. But for now, I think that's a long enough video. I hope that helped.